Hi, welcome to Geometry. I am Ms. Smoglik. I'm going to go ahead and just give you a quick overview of our geometry course, and then I'll take you through Canvas and we'll take a tour of what's available to our students. So here we go. Geometry is a graduation requirement. We do have cycle assessments and an end of course exam. What's really neat is this year, if your student did not get that Algebra 1 EOC graduation requirement last year and they passed the Geometry EOC, that Geometry EOC score will act as a concordance score and will meet their graduation requirement. And that is going to be good for this year only. Our grades are weighted at 40% homework, 60% quizzes and tests. Official grades can be found in Focus. We do have grades showing in Canvas, which are, legitimate grades, but at that time, usually the grades, I'll give them some feedback. If I want them to resubmit an assignment, I will allow them to do that. I'll give them some more credit back. And then what I'll be doing is maybe transferring those Canvas grades over into Focus maybe twice a week. If you ever have any questions on that, you can email me. If you're not certain what they have done because it's not showing in Focus, you can always check Canvas and take a look and read any comments, feedbacks, and we'll go over that in a minute as well. So our learning process. I try to get these kids as much exposure to the material as possible over a few days. We just kind of keep going back to it. I like to start out with some bell work or warm up to review, the prior day's material. We'll do some lessons. They'll take notes. They'll try some problems on their own in the classroom. We'll check for understanding there, and I'll guide them through if they need some help. I'll assign homework. Homework is usually assigned every other day. They really should only be getting a maximum of 10 questions per assignment. I would say it really shouldn't take them more than 30 minutes to complete their homework. And again, they could be doing that daily. They might have 4 questions to do. Sometimes it's not even that much. Today's assignment, partitioning segments, we'll finish that up tomorrow. They really have, I think, 3 questions to answer. They're a little bit more work, but it's only 3 questions and it still should not take them more than 30 minutes. Homework is going to be due the following day about 11:59. We're not accepting any paper work at this time. Everything needs to be digitally uploaded. So I've already taught them how to scan their work using their phone and how to upload it. And I give them, it's almost like getting 2 nights to do homework, because this way we're going to cover the material in class. They'll be able to try it. They can go home. I'd like them to go home, try their homework, do it on their own, check their answers. Answers are posted. They have to have work that supports their answers, however, to get credit. And then if they're having difficulty, they can come back to the class the next day. I'll try to do some sort of bell work or something that's going to maybe refresh it in their mind or give them a little bit more exposure. And then they can also ask questions. It gives them another day to say, hey, Ms. S, I didn't understand this. Could you help me out? And I'll do that. They can go home, finish it up, and submit it. We do quizzes every, say, 2 to 3 chapters. It'll be done online through an app called Quizzes, which the kids have been doing with some bell work and just some kind of try it material to see where they are, and give them some examples of what to expect. And what's really neat about that online app is it will allow the kids what's called a redemption. So if they get some questions wrong, it'll go ahead and let them choose a few to go ahead and try to resubmit and get them correct. So I really, really like that feature. Tests will be done online through Canvas, and we will be doing those after the completion of each unit. In Q1, they should have 2 tests from their book, and that cycle 1 assessment is going to count as a test score as well. Classroom expectations. In general, I expect students to participate, to be present, take notes, try the problems that we're doing in class, ask questions. If we're doing some sort of interactive activity, that they are also participating in that activity. And I also expect that they use electronics for academic activities only. I see a big issue. We have electronics in the classroom. We are not. We are trying to minimize the amount of sharing of equipment. So right now the kids are using their phones for calculators. They're using their phones to access Canvas, and I want them to have them. But I have been seeing lately a lot of students, you know, a text comes in, they've got Twitter feed coming in, and they might be doing something on their phone and they get easily distracted, and before you know it, they've kind of missed out on the lesson. So I always encourage them, keep those electronics, keep those cell phones for academic activities only. Let's go ahead now. I'm going to take you through Canvas. So let me go ahead and switch screens. Okay, so here's an example. This is my period 3's Canvas class. Now, if you look off to the right, here's their upcoming assignments. And here's an announcement. We had a birthday in the class. So if they need to do their assignment, they can also access it right from here. They can click on it and it brings them right into the assignment submission. I'm also running on a test student, so things might look just a little bit different. You can also go to calendar, and if we go in through the calendar, you can also see the assignments on their due dates. So now if a student sees the strike-throughs through the assignment, they have already submitted it. Let's go back to the home page. Now all of their course content can be found by just clicking the modules button. At the top, I have Canvas how-to videos for this course. These are ones that I have developed or I've put together that are specific to what they need to do for this class. Canvas overview and resources. This is the general, these hold all the Canvas tutorials. And here is the unit that we are currently on. Anything that is open, this has all been done already. And if you just scroll down, the last thing you see is what we are currently working on. So if a student is ever absent, they can just come right in here to Canvas and see what they missed. This assignment, this one we are working on together in class. I've also linked in some videos of different methods than what I've taught in the class in case they want to see a different way to do it. We've had some actually really good discussions on that today. So here's some other examples of how to go about partitioning a segment. I also have the worksheet that we're doing in class in case they lose it. There's a PDF. They could just do work on a piece of paper. And here is, for this assignment, here's our notes and the answers. And again, they are required to show their work to support the answers. I want them to have those homework answers available to them so they can check their work as they do it to know, okay, yeah, I'm doing this right. I'm good to go. Or I did not get this right. I need to go back, check my resources, maybe go back through the book and, you know, let me see if I can figure it out on my own. And then of course, if they can't, they come to me the next day and I help them out. They can also, like on this test student, I just submitted a file. If something they need to resubmit an assignment, I usually leave assignments open for unlimited submissions. So if they ever want to correct anything, I strongly encourage that. Let's go back into the modules. And what's really cool here too is we have the interactive textbook linked in. And what is awesome here, so let's go into constructions. What it will do, it will give them step-by-steps on a lot. We just did this, I think last week we started this. So step 1, it'll give them the steps. It'll show a diagram to go with it. Step 2, here it is. Here's the written instructions, and then here's another visual to guide them. So I'm so thrilled that they have these resources. And let's go back. Homework is submitted here. They can open up their homework. I've got a due date, points, homework answers. They can submit the assignment. And again, they've been shown, we did about 3 days of how to submit an assignment at the beginning of the first week of school. And so, you know, here's everything that they're going to need to succeed in the course. Oh, we also have occasionally some activities. These are really neat. I'll put in some Quizlet activities from time to time where they can actually choose the study mode. Let me just start that. So they can actually come in here and select, do they want to do a matching game, flashcards, they want to do it as a test. I think the spell one does it like as a crossword puzzle. So different ways. It'll kind of be up to the student to determine how they want to study that material. Okay, so let me see notes. I will also post class notes. If they come in here, they can get a PDF of what we've done in the classroom. And now let's go ahead and take a quick look at the grade book. Now this is the Canvas grade book. This is not the Focus grade book. We do not consider these the official grades. But now here, if an assignment is past due, they're going to see a missing. If it's been late, this one in this instance, I just threw in some assignments to do into the test student just to be able to show you. But this would show if it's late and you've gotten no score here, that means that I haven't graded it. There would probably be a different grade there. If they have submitted an assignment and I have not graded it yet, you're going to see that little paper icon right there. And it's going to break their grade down between assignments and quizzes and tests. And of course, the Canvas gradebook is weighted the same as Focus. When you see this imported assignments, don't mind it. It's not applicable. This is just something on my end because I'm importing some course material from district, that this category for some reason is always going to show, but we don't use it. Everything that they are graded on will be either assignments or quizzes and tests. So if you would like to step into the live classroom to chat with me or ask me any questions, please feel free to do so. I absolutely love chatting with parents. So please don't ever be shy. Come on in, see me. If you ever want to talk to me, just send me an email and I'm very happy to set up either a phone conference with you or we could even do a live meeting. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I get to see you and talk to you soon. Have a great night.